Like simple, but she made so many important points. The brand name is Flexeril. The generic is cyclobenzaprine. And she said this is a skeletal muscle relaxant. What did I say? In general, muscle relaxants should not be taken with alcohol. Remember Robaxin? Okay, hint, hint, wink, wink. Always comes out on the board exam and always comes out, and it will come out on your final exam. Okay, it's prescription only. It's not controlled, no DEA class. However, okay, she said it should not be combined with drugs that increase serotonin. Okay, that increase serotonin. So that is your SSRI. Did you say SNRI as well, my Shauna?
I didn't, but that was also one of them.
Okay. Does chocolate increase serotonin levels? Do chocolates increase serotonin levels?
Yes.
Yes! Okay. Who says that when they're so sad, they crave for chocolates? When they're feeling that they're low, they're craving chocolates. Okay. Yes, chocolates increase serotonin levels as well. Okay. That's why it makes some people happy. Okay, or lift their spirits when they're feeling down. For me, as long as it's dark, my weakness. Okay. Any additional information on Flexeril? Should be taken at the same time each day. Okay, so if you decide to take it at 7 in the morning, the following day you should take it at 7. The next day you should take it at 7. Okay, same as with what? Antibiotics, birth control pills, okay, should be taken, preferably taken the same time every day. Thanks, my Shauna, for that information. Any additional information from you guys? I love it. That headline. Opioid medication.
So it's an opioid medication used to treat moderate to severe pain. The brand name for hydrophone is Dilaudid. It's an analgesic and it's an opioid analgesic. It's a Schedule II class and pregnancy category is C. Information was throw away leftover liquid after 90 days. Avoid driving or hazardous activity until you know how this drug will affect you. Dilaudid can slow or stop your breathing, especially when you start using this medication or whenever your dose is changed. Avoid using with benzodiazepines or other central nervous system depressants, including alcohol. This may result in profound sedation, respiratory depression, coma, and death.
Remember what Mr. always say? Coma death. Coma death. Okay, so opioid medication in general is used to treat moderate to severe pain. They're usually C2s. This is controlled. C2. Okay, so very or highly addictive, easily abused. Okay, the brand for hydromorphone is Dilaudid or Dilaudid. Okay, so it is an analgesic, but you want to be more specific that this is opioid analgesic. It's an opioid analgesic. Okay, because there are non-narcotic analgesics, which means they don't have narcotics in their active ingredients. So this one is opioid. Let's recap. Okay, what's the difference between opiates and opioid? I covered this last week. What's the difference between opiates and opioid? Jason, I remember calling you and you flip-flopped the answer last week. So maybe today you're going to remember.
Opiates are the Schedule I plant-based.
Opiates is from natural sources, which is, what's the natural source of opiates?
The poppy flowers.
Opium, correct. Poppy flower, which is opium. So what are opioids?
Opioids are C2 medications that are usually synthetic derivatives.
Correct. Okay. So during your orientation, you're warned. I don't know if they still mention that. Bagels with what? Jason, you just mentioned it. So
Poppy seeds.
Poppy seeds. You may turn, it may show some sediments of controlled substances in your system. So during orientation, I remember one of my students saying, oh my God, Miss L, I have to give up something I've been doing for 20 years. I said, what is that something you've been doing for 20 years? Smoking? And she said, my bagels. I said, oh, because they mentioned in the orientation that poppy seed on bagels may actually leave traces of controlled substances intake. Okay, and you cannot justify that. Oh, I'm eating bagels every day. So if it's every day, it just builds up in your system. Anyway, so correct. Opioids is from opium. Opioids are synthetic derivatives, and your opioids are C2 as Stormy presented. Okay. Throw away leftover liquid after 90 days. Avoid driving. Any C2, okay, will have a warning. Avoid driving or doing or operating heavy machinery. Why? Why is there a warning like that? Stormy, can you help us out? Avoid. Why do we have that?
I'm sorry, you're cutting out. What is it?
Why do we have the warning, avoid driving or operating heavy machineries in general for C2s? Are you there? Can you hear me? Am I still cutting out?
I hear you fine. I think it's probably her
Oh,
connection.
her internet connection, probably. Okay,